I'm going to open up all these Critical Role Minis from WizKids. My name's Landon, you're watching RPG ABC, and I know I've had this one on the back wall for quite a while, haven't opened it yet, but I just got these two in the mail, and I figured, why not, let's open this. And with pre-recording in mind, I actually got these a little while ago from when you guys are going to be seeing it, but anyways, I figured I would open them all up on video so that you guys can get closer looks at the minis and decide if you're gonna buy them or not. Although if you're a Critical Role fan, you're probably gonna end up buying them. So let's start off with Vox Machina. Campaign 1 makes sense to start there, I think. I'll go ahead and move those to the side. Now let's see. Now I used to play, what's it called? Hero Clicks, and that was by WizKids. And I was never, like, blown away by their minis, personally. And just from what I can see in here, I'm not, like, completely blown away by the minis. I think the trinket looks pretty good, actually. But, you know, I'll reserve my judgment for when I get to see them up front. And I know part of me is just yelling at myself, like, don't open a collector's item. Because these very well could be anything from Critical Role can be a collector's item. So, you know, I'll remove the rest of the tape later. Let's get to the minis, because that's what people are here for. I like to think people are here for my voice, but I think people are going to be here for the minis more often than my voice. So I'll set that to the side. And we got to pop these out one by one. Oof. And we're going to start here with Scanlan, who I'm not sure if that's how he's supposed to be positioned. So here's Scanlan. Let's get that way up close to the camera here. Is it going to focus on Scanlan by any chance? If I remove everything else, a little focus, please, camera. Just right on the scan, man. Well, already, like, I just got these figures in the mail, and you can see how Scanlan's, like, leaning way far back. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be, but even the plastic, like, his head went all the way back, and the plastic's molded around that, so maybe he's supposed to be leaning that far back. It just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. I push it forward a little bit, and I think it's just him standing there, hand in the air, like he just doesn't care. Yeah. I don't know. Seems like it doesn't want to focus on the mini. It just wants to focus on the mat way down here. So, that was Scanlan. Next up in the row is Percy. And he looks pretty good, actually. I kind of like the detail on Percy. I can see the glasses that he's wearing. So, again, probably not going to focus on him enough. Maybe if I block some light coming in here. I don't know. Maybe if I turn on this light. There's a light on this camera. Sorry for the shakiness. Where's the button? There's a touch button. There we go. It kind of blows out the face, but you can see all the other detail that they have in there, and it's not bad, you know. The face detail, honestly, is a little Where's Waldo for me. You can see the glasses and everything, but then the eyes are just black dots in the glasses, so that's kind of Where's Waldo in my opinion. But, I mean, the clothing looks so nice. And then if we swing to the back here, we see some more guns and his mask right there. Or, no, wait, is that a mask? Or is that the bird skull? That might be the bird skull, not the mask. Not 100% sure. You guys let me know if you have this. But I think the detail on Percy is actually really well done. Compared to the Scanlan, that I don't think the detail was... I think the detail's missing the mark, especially the face on Scanlan. The face on Scanlan, and again, it's not going to focus on that at all. But the face on Scanlan, it leaves much to be desired, especially since, you know, he's a bard. Face is kind of what we want to see with him. But on Percy, the face is a little bit better done, but just those eyes, you know? So next up, we have Keyleth, who's got a lot of details with her character, so I'm wondering if they were able to capture that with the mini. And I told my wife I would try to put these back in the plastic as best as I can afterwards, so I'm surprised she didn't have me like put on like gloves or something to handle these. So far, just looking at Keyleth here, I mean, you gotta love the cape, you know, I know it's not called a cape, but you know what I mean. And the detail's not bad, actually. Even the face, that's probably, I don't know, it's up there with Percy at the very least on how well that face is, even though it's a little blown out on with the light and everything. But everything else, I think, is pretty good with Keyleth here. I mean, right now, her staff is all bent, and this is why I never really liked Star Wars action figures growing up. Still not that big of a fan of them. All their lightsabers are bent, you know? Kind of ruins it, like, in my opinion, you know? So, this is too bad. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the way it works. I've always seen it like that. Even from in the box, I could tell Vex, who's the next one here, has it even worse with her arrow. So, let's see if you guys can see that. The arrow is like totally bent. Yeah. Kind of too bad. You know, they don't have like a string on the bow, which I think makes sense. Strings are, you know, so hard to... This one looks dirty. Oof, the paint job on Vex just is not there at all. Like, not only is the face really wonky, like maybe the mini, like either her face got squished or the mini was the wrong direction when they painted the face on. I know this is all done like, you know, machines and everything, like not someone hand painting all these minis, you know, so it's not going to be perfect or anything. But yeah, even the paint on her outfit is kind of messed up in places. Leaves much to be desired. So far, I mean, she's kind of like Scanlan at this point, where the paint is okay. Not great. Yeah, not great. And the face is just not... Doesn't really resemble Vex nearly as well as Percy and Keyleth resembled themselves. So next up, we got a tiny little pike here with wings. Yeah. Come on. Come on, buddies. There we go. Got her out there. So she's got the wings, which is awesome. She's got that big old mace, which is huge for her character, honestly. That thing is just... That is massive. And it really makes it easy to see, you know, on the mini and everything. She's got the shield here. Shield's okay paint-wise. Let's see. The face is actually not too bad. It's actually pretty good, I think. Let's see. Paint's a little rough back here, even on the wings and the clothing. But on this side, that roughness of the paint, I think, adds to the texture. On the back, it's a little bit more noticeable, but on the front, it really adds to the texture of the wings. So, I don't know. I'm really digging the pike so far. So... Yeah. Nice. Alright. Now for the big guys. Well, Vax and the two big ones. Let's go with Grog first. So Grog's got a lot of detail on his face head area with the tattoos. And even the back with the tattoo there. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice detail to see. Is it easier to see down lower? Or if I turn off the light, maybe, and it's not so blown out. Seems like you guys might... Oh, wow. There we go. There's some focus, finally. And then let's flip over to his face. You guys can see that, right? Come on, camera. There's a face right in front of you. Oh, well. Turn back on the light so that we can see everything very vividly. So, yeah, the face again is a little smushed on Grog, but it's not too bad. I love the detail of the back tattoo. Like, that is something, you know, that is pretty important. The sword being bent, just like all those lightsabers I talked about, you know. I don't know of a way around that. I don't know of a way to fix that even on minis. But, yeah, not bad. I mean, Grog is supposed to be a little rough anyways. So, like, the paint scuffs on his pants, it's not like a deal breaker because he's a rough character. So, it's not nearly as, you know, as harsh, and even then the scuffs aren't nearly as noticeable as like the paint scuffs that were on Vex there. So yeah, that back tattoo, I just can't get over that. That's so well done. The beard does have some scuffs though, so there's some skin color coming through the beard, which would mean that his chin's like bulging out. But yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright, next up is Trinket. Oh, the big bear. He's just adorable. And seems like the best paint job. I don't know if it's the size of Trinket or just the fact that it's an animal, so, you know, it's not like trying to look like a person, and maybe that makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, the armor, I mean, I see where like armor maybe is like dented and stuff, so I could just see that as battle damage sort of thing. But overall, I think Trinket is very well done. The straps seem to be painted with the same paint as his fur, but it could also just be like a leather sort of thing that's just brown. So yeah, I think Trinket is the best one so far out of all of the Vox Machina minis. Absolutely. So that was Trinket. Now we only got one more member of Vox Machina to go, so let's get Vax out here. And he's got the wings. Oh boy. Come on. Sorry about the noise. Seems like the wings are kind of... Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. So here's Vax. And it's an okay job so far. The wings are awesome looking. The armor is pretty good. The details in the hands are, you know, it's a small mini, pre-painted mini. Not expecting perfection or anything, but the face kind of loses me. Seems like the face was very squished, and the nose got like moved to the side a bit in that squishiness. But for the most part, Vax is not bad. So far, I think Vax might have been like... Vax and Scanlan were kind of the... were pretty sore points for the paint job on Vox Machina. I like the fact that I can see 3 daggers on him, and they each seem so different that it's like you could probably tell what they are. We've got the snake belt on there. Some really good detail there. Getting a lot of detail about the characters. So that's pretty good. Alright, so we've finished up Vox Machina. Next up, we might as well move to Campaign 2, Mighty 9. I'm going to leave all these out because you guys probably don't want to watch me try to put them all away and then move on to the next one. So we'll just move on to the next one. The Mighty Nine. And again, the tape. I'm always so worried that this tape is going to rip the packaging. I'm honestly most worried about with the Bell's House. The Bell's House have been sitting out here the longest. We've had them the longest. They've been sitting for the longest. And the tape on that might just end up being a little too caked on there. Were these the Mighty Nine and Vox Machina? They're new. Just got them in the mail, I think, last week. So the tape is fresher. So let's get the Mighty Nine really quick in the box. This is what they look like. Yeah, you can see the ring light on the camera. Whoops. All right. And let's see. Yeah. So let's move that box. And we'll just do the same. We will start up here with Veth Bernato. I like the fact that they've got both Veth and Not, and then both Caduceus and Molly. They just got the whole Mighty Nine there, you know? I like that. It just means that, like, no matter who your favorite character is, if you have a favorite, Ford, by the way, you know, they're there. So, Veth Bernato. Clothing is a little messed up. Oof, especially on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that. On the back there. Focus. Focus. I don't think it's going to focus. But on the back, there is some really messed up paint there. Like, there's supposed to be, like, flowers and everything. I can see the detail of the flowers in the mini, but on the back there, it's just all messed up. That's too bad. And I'm sure there's, I mean, with the way that these things are made, mass market, all that stuff, I'm sure there's better prints out there. But it's one of those things of, even if you're in store, you're not going to be able to see the back of these minis until you buy it. So hopefully you got a better one than I did. I just bought it online. I don't have a local game store, sadly. Alright, so that was Veth. Next up is Jester with the Lollipop. Man, and already I'm disappointed in the paint job on the clothing again, this time with Jester. It just looks so dirty. And I don't think it's supposed to look that dirty. Lollipop's all bent. You can see that right there. The lollipop stick. The tail's poking out. I kind of like that. Just adds to the character more. Wow, you can even see the tail, you know, going up behind her inside the coat that she's wearing. That's really cool detail. That is pretty cool. I'm still disappointed by the paint job, but that's really cool. The face isn't bad either, and I love the red weasel there. So, yeah. If this paint job was a bit better, and this one I could tell from the front, if this paint job was better, I would be more excited. But it just, I don't know. I really hope they weren't going for like a dirty look. Because if they were, they nailed it, because that's what it looks like. I just want to, like, rub this, scrub this, and try to clean it, you know? I don't know. Wow, that focused pretty well there. If I slowly move it closer and closer, and about there it starts getting blurry. Oh, it focused again. Slowly. Slowly. No. That's about it. Block some of that light coming in. Give you guys a little bit more dynamic of a look. That actually focused pretty well. But yeah, Jester, meh. The paint job on it just, it kills me, you know? And I've never painted a mini. So maybe these are just things that happen with painted minis. Closest I've gotten is buying a Hero Forge pre-painted mini. I only did one of those though, and it was really well done, but and this is WizKids. This is much more mass market than Hero Forge, which is just custom made, one for a person sort of thing, and you're spending way more. I mean, Hero Forge probably costs, one Hero Forge figure probably costs more than this whole set, So right now we've got Bo out, and this paint job's actually looking really good. Actually fantastic. Her staff is bent again, that lightsaber problem that we talked about, but everything about this mini is actually really good. So far, Bo of the Mighty Nine is like the best painted on this mini. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can get it to focus again, just like Jester. We started down low, and we slowly moved up. We slowly moved up. Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of detail right there. I'm worried any higher, you're going to start losing detail. But yeah, Bo, that is a darn good job there. Alright, lots of people's favorite Molly Mock is coming out. Oof. Alright. So this paint job's actually pretty good as well. Nice. I'm glad that, we're starting to see improvement in all this. I'm a little sad about Veth and Jester, but Molly Mock is looking pretty good. They even got, some detail of his shirt being wrinkly. I remember that from, the art that they showed off. He's got the dual swords. The sword's a little bent here. It'd be nice if it was straighter. Just seems like it's curved and twisted a bit, especially this one. This one is, these swords are curved down, but not like that. We got, oh, is his tail broken off? Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not to a point like Jester's tail. Jester's tail comes to a point. His tail just ends in a nub, and I'm thinking we might have gotten a broken Molly Mock. That's too bad. Other than that, the paint job is awesome. The tip of that nub there is all not painted. So I think the tip just broke off on its way. Overall, Molly Mock is looking pretty good. They even got some of the tattoos on his face. None on his arms. Pretty sure he was covered in tattoos, right? The 9 eyes, weren't they on his hands and stuff too? I don't know. Let's try that. Slowly move towards the camera trick. See if you guys can get a little bit more detail. And now I know how to trick the camera into giving focus. Oh, yeah, that's some good focus right there. That's some good focus. I bet if there was a way to turn off this autofocus, I would be able to, just have it focused way up here for you guys. But then I'd have to change focus every time I do something. And that would be annoying. Alright, so next up, Not the Brave. Ugh, that came out nice and easy. This is a very simple form factor where the packaging was pretty easy on it. The crossbow's a little bent, but not bad. The paint job is okay. There's some scuff marks. Definitely. It could have been a little bit better. The face is okay. You know what? The face is pretty good, actually. For the type of mini this is, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, overall, I think Not's pretty good. so far. The skirt just has some scuff marks. Maybe it's the orange. Maybe there's some issue with like lighter colors and stuff, because the bow and Mollymock have very dark colors, while Jester and Veth and even Not here have very bright colors, and maybe it's the bright colors. Although with Keyleth we didn't see those issues. But we did see it on the Vex that had a very white, light blue coloring, so I don't know. But did you guys get a good look at it? I bring it all the way up here. Ooh, that's some sharp image right there. Yeah, that's a good look at it. See how the crossbow's a little bent, but not bad. Alright. Let's keep going. We got Captain Ford. Oh. I'm right-handed and my right shoulder is not good right now. I'm right-handed, so I'm way better at using my right hand. Just, come on. Is bending his feet as I am trying to pull him out. His head is in the plastic, so it's a little difficult. He's got the big swooshy cape that is also being held back by the plastic. Oh, okay, we finally got him out. Holy cow. So Ford. Kind of mixed on the face. I don't think it's like the best face. But does Ford have green eyes? I forget. I don't spend too much time staring into his eyes. I don't know. A little bit of runoff from the thumb onto his chest. Or maybe he got stabbed and we're seeing the skin underneath. I don't know. Overall, this paint job's okay. I mean, there's a smudge right there. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's supposed to be part of the character, what's not supposed to be there. So smudge on the cape is, I mean, it's a worn cape and all that stuff. We've got some messed up paint right up here next to his face. Sword, of course, it's better than some other ones, but not great right now. Let's see, can I get some focus? Focus up. There we go. There's some good focus. That is so clean looking. When it focuses up, the camera just looks clean. Yeah. So Ford's not bad. Moving on to Yasha. Ugh, jeez. This plastic is no joke. I'm going to have such a hard time putting this back in. So Yasha is a pretty simple coloring. Just black and white mostly. All over. We even got the line on her face. And the face is okay. Her right eye is a little messed up, it seems. But she's got the two different color eyes. So maybe that's what they were going for. These are supposed to be on the table kind of far away from you as you're playing with them, maybe. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're going for. The wings are not bad. Over here, I definitely see a lot more black. It just looks like a dirtyish paint job over here, where over here is a lot cleaner. Oh, I wasn't even on camera there. Over here is a bit dirty of a paint job, where over here is really clean. But the whole, all the black is looking really good. But black's probably, what they use as a base, and that's why things, poke through and whatnot. So, not bad overall. Just wish that face was a little bit better, but, I mean, for mass market, that's not bad. So, focus. Focus. Keep focusing. Oh yeah, that's some good focus. Oh, nope, you lost it. You lost the focus. Come on, camera, focus up. We're doing a thing. I don't think it's going to focus. But yeah, pretty basic. Just a lot of black and white, you know. Alright, Caduceus. Lots of people love Caduceus. I think Caduceus is pretty cool too. Of course, I think that about all these characters. Come on. Ugh. Oh, come on, Caduceus. Just be nice. This plastic, it's like surrounding him in so many different ways. Oh, it's putting divots in my thumb, and my finger, trying to get these out. Ugh. All right. So Caduceus, how you doing? Oh wow, that is some detail. We've got markings all over his blue coat or whatever you want to call it. Just that's awesome. Face is a little wonky. The eyes are not lined up. Looks like one's looking up, one's looking down. And then the lips, there's like pink or something around the lips. But just the middle part of the lips, so it doesn't like connect to the facial hair that he's got going on. I know these are all so detailed, but, you know. And the white's a little dirty, but I think that kind of works for him. Being a gardener and everything, I would kind of expect him to be a little bit dirty. But like this paint around his front leg, it's a little messed up. Mostly it's that face. That face just looks so goofy. I don't know if I can get it to focus up that well. Come on. If I just... Is it going to focus? Is it going to focus? Do we got to go lower? Lower? What if we start all the way down here? And then slowly come all the way up. Seems like it's in focus. Seems like it's in focus. Ooh, that's some good focus. You're almost there. Come on, camera. You're doing okay. I believe in you. Ah. Oh. Nope. Can't focus that much. You'll have to take my word for it. The face is just not there. I mean, it's there, but it's really wonky. It's... yeah. It's reminding me of, like, the Vex and Scanlan of the Vox Machina. It's pretty bad. Alright, so now we got Caleb here. And again, the face is not much to be desired, but not bad. They did not get his stubble, so if you were hoping for that, it's not there. And the paint job, I mean, for Caleb, it's always difficult, right? Because, you know, the running gag is he's always covered in poop. Or at least dirt. And so, even if the paint is scuffed, it's like, that kind of fits into his character well. And his face is a little scuffed up even. So that kind of fits in. It doesn't look like stubble, though, so facial hair is gone. But I do like the see-through magic fire stuff that they got going on with this figure. Ooh, that has some good focus. Oh, and I lost it. Nope, it's back. That's some good focus. You can probably see how the face is just a little weird. But other than that, yeah. Caleb's not looking bad. I don't think it's the best out of the Mighty Nine, but not bad. I think Bo and Molly Mock really take the best. Ford Yasha and Not are pretty close behind, and then it would be I think the other four. Maybe Caleb's a little bit higher than the other four, but yeah, I think that's how I would rank those. So last but not least is the current campaign characters of the Bell's Hells. And like I said, this one I've had out for a little while, just sitting on the shelf basically. So figured now was a good time. Like if I was going to do an opening for those two, might as well do an opening for Bell's Hells as well. Right? So this tape is actually pretty smoothly coming off. Oh, yes. Still a little residue on there, unlike the others, but not bad. Alright. Come on, you chaotic bunch. How is it that I just realized Dorian's here, too? Alright. So, is this the most minis? This is like 10 minis. And this one had a little plastic thing on the front. Seems kind of unnecessary because they are in there so well that the chances of them popping out seems low. But at the same time, looking at it now, they may not be in there quite as well as the Vox Machina and Mighty Nine sets. These seem like they might be easier to get out. I might regret saying that, but we'll see. You know, they've got the 3D models on the back of all of these that look really good. So let's just start at the start with Chutney. Oh, that popped out so much easier. Holy cow. So let's see. Chutney, the paint is a little messed up on his arms. But other than that, I think it's really well done. Even the face is not bad. I don't know if this will focus on something so tiny. Because he really is tiny. I mean, let's see. Scanlan's a gnome. And Scanlan is still way taller. Like a head taller than Chutney. Chutney is a little bit slouched, so maybe that's why. Scanlan's pretty much... Oh, man. They've got his RTA tattoo on his arm. That is awesome. Seemed like the arm got a little squished putting that tattoo on, but it's so cool to have those tiny details. You know, and it's like the hat. I've got that hat. My wife bought me that hat for, collection's sake and wearing its sake in the cold weather. But paint job on his foot is a little messed up, but that face is just so good. Yeah, it's okay. The messed up paint on his arms and his boot are a little disappointing, but everything else seemed really good about that one. That face, that was a good face. Like, holy cow. Hopefully the rest of these faces are good. Sadly, the face is not very good. Looking at, like, straight on, is a little sad. Looks like my camera is slowing down here. I usually don't record for this long, so it seems like it's struggling to keep up. But that focus, holy cow. You can see that face is a little wonky, but the rest of the paint doesn't seem bad. Okay, there's a little bit of see-through part right under his tail. That's weird. Oh man, not gonna look at that much longer. Alright, FCG. Let's take a look. In FCG, it's hard to like judge a face that's not humanoid, because it's like, is it supposed to look like that? It's very flat. Will this focus up on it? I don't know, that might be as good as you get with the focus on this because all the bright coloring. Looks like his hair Okay. I mean, the tiny detail on his backpack and just really everything is pretty well done. The tire's not a full circle. I wonder if there's a purpose behind that. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the tire's kind of flat. Yeah. Oh, wow. That is really good focus. Yeah. Hope you guys like close-ups of my fingers. Yeah. FCG's not bad. Not great, not bad. The mini wise. Oh my gosh, these are so much easier to take out than the other ones. I gotta give the Bell's House props for that. Okay, I'm looking at Orem right now, and right off the bat, when I looked at his face, I saw Nicolas Cage. I don't know if that's just a me thing. I don't know if you guys have these minis as well. Take a look at Orem. You'll have to take him out of the box to get a good look at him. But does he look like Nicolas Cage to you? The paint's okay. It's really runny on like the feet and everything. It's, it kind of bleeds over everywhere. They've got some detail on like a sash, I guess he's wearing. They do have tattoos. I don't see Little Moon, Big Moon tattoo, but I do see tattoos. So, that's cool. At least they got some of that detail. But yeah. That is a tiny shield. That is a tiny shield for a tiny man. Will it focus? Will it focus? Focus, focus, focus. No, it's not focused on that. It's focused on all the other figures. There we go. Focus up here. And I lost it. I lost the focus. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, next up is Fern, and already disappointed. This paint job. Fern has a lot of detail going on, and I think that has led to a lot of issues with the paint job here. Honestly, that doesn't even look like a face. So much detail going on with Fern here that the face is really messed up. I believe she does have a black hand, so that's correct. It's like the corruption or something that I think happened in EXU. But yeah, overall, like, there's just a lot of black all over this where the paint like didn't stick or something happened. I don't know WizKids' process in how they make their minis, but this is really bad, sadly. This might be my least favorite out of all of them. Like, Scanlan and Vex had really messed up faces and some messed up paint. This is everything. Like, that is disappointing. Maybe I'm being overly critical since Fern is one of my favorites of Bell's House, but I don't know, like, even from there you can kind of see the faces messed up, and the paint, like especially right there, you can see all that. If I flip it to the other side, you can see all that black. That's not shading from the lighting in this room. The lighting in this room is ridiculously bright, but yeah, pretty disappointed in Fern, sadly. On to Imogen. Very bright colored character, and I've mentioned how maybe the bright colors are a struggle for WizKids' printing. But not bad so far. I mean, there's a bit of dirt, a bit of messed up paint on her skirt right there. Kind of all around. And the face isn't great, but I love the electricity. The purple really comes through on her hair. Hands, I don't know if they're like overcome with the electric power. If I take my hand away because of the purple on the pink skin, I think you guys get a better look at her. Like, the more I look, the more issues I see, but they're not nearly as bad as they were with Fern. So, things are looking pretty good for Imogen. My hands are getting a bit shaky. Sorry. Trying my best. Yeah, face isn't great, but it's not terrible. I just don't see any pupils. So, maybe that's part of the design. She's overcome with power right now. I don't know. Dorian Storm. Oh, wow, they even got the detail on his hair correct. You know how it, like, fades down? Although I thought it was supposed to fade to blue, and his whole thing was blue on blue. Blue on blue on blue. But they've got the wings on his boots. Is his guitar supposed to be blue? Or it's not a guitar. Whatever it's called. So many different instruments. The face is not bad. Face is actually pretty good. Details of the clothing is nice. Dorian's looking pretty good, actually. I like it. A little bit of an issue on his boot there with the coloring, but overall, this is not bad. This is, again, pretty high up there, paint job wise. Will it focus? Will it focus? You never know with this camera. What? That was a big focus. Can we focus again? Ooh. Focus one more time for me. No, we're too close. We flew too close to the sun. Ooh. That was a good focus. Yeah. No, Dorian, I think, is looking pretty good. So that's cool. Let's see, we got Chutney again. So this is another animal, so I'm expecting it to be pretty good. And the face so far is really good. Yeah, the animals they seem to be doing okay with. With Trinket and this Chutney doing real good. Mister's face was a little wonky, but everything else about it was pretty good. So, but let's see, we've even got some battle damage here. Different scars and stuff. Just wearing shorts. The paint issues with Chutney are giving it texture that make it look really good. So I don't know if that was on purpose of like getting the fur right. Maybe if I scoot this out a little bit more for you guys to see. But it makes it look really good. So either way, the fur just, it's got texture where it just makes me want to pet it. That is so good. Can we get some focus here? Oh, that is beautiful focus. Oh, wow. That is like the best focus I think we've gotten all night. It'll be daytime for you guys probably. Although it's recording, so, you know, who knows when you guys watch it. Alright, up next, lots of people's favorite spooky girl, Laudna. And I hope I got all these names right. I know, like, Imogen and Laudna get mixed up a lot. Vex and Vax, you know. So the face is a little flat. Not gonna lie. So far, that's my only critique here. The face is a little flat. Okay, that seems to be my only critique. Laudna's actually really well done. All the paint and everything is really well done with Laudna. The face just being a little flat. That's it. If the camera focuses, you guys will see what I mean. some good focus. Good focus. And we lost it. We lost it. Oh, there we go. That is good focus. All right. And last but not least, Ashton. Oof. Oof. His arm got pinned. There we go. There we go. We got him out. Ashton has a lot of details. Having that rock skin, that's a lot of details there. And I don't think it comes through very well. It looks like he's literally just wearing sleeves because his arm is a different color than his face and hands. The cracks in his arms are the same color as his face and hands, which it seems like if they flipped that coloring, it would have worked a lot better. Maybe the dark cracks on light skin doesn't look good when painted. And then like his dome, his like glass dome on his head is much smaller than I thought originally. Looks like it's the same color as the hammer, so that's pretty neat. And then the back of his shirt is there in all its beauty. Just don't. It looks really nice. I don't know if it'll focus for you guys. But you can clearly see that there's writing on there, even if you can't read the just don't. Just take my word for it. And the face isn't too bad. There's no cracking on the face like the images that I remember. So, how true to character it is versus what they could do with the printer. I think Ashton has a lot of detail that gets lost on something so tiny, But if we can get a nice focus, which it looks like we can, holy cow. I'll wait here. Yep. Yeah, but even there you can see the big difference between like his face and his arm coloring. And if we rotate, oh, you can totally read that. At least you could for a second. Ashton is not bad. Not great. Loses detail due to the printing, but not bad. There we go. This was a long video. Almost an hour, according to that clock. So, if you watched this whole thing, thank you. If you didn't, you're not here right now, but still, thanks for even checking out for a second. And I hope you enjoyed this look at all these Critical Role minis from WizKids. I think they did a pretty good job for like the cheaper minis. They're not perfect. They're not amazing, but for small little collectibles, I like them. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say about them. They look decent. And from afar, you can definitely be like, oh, that's that character, and that's that character, and that's that character. The only one really that I don't think I'd be able to name from, like just this distance is Scanlan. Scanlan does not have anything that makes me go, oh yeah, that's Scanlan, except I know Vox Machina, and I don't see Scanlan anywhere else, So that's the only thing that clues me into that being Scanlan. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel to, check out more RPG goodness going on here. Got a couple RPGs I'm trying to get people together to play. So check out the Discord if you want to play a RPG with me, because I'm trying to run RPG games for the community for free. You just show up in the Discord, say you want to play, and we'll try to schedule something out and have lots of games going on. And that just sounds like fun to me, just playing a lot of different things. Let's see, I said subscribe, I said like, I said Discord. I don't know what else to tell you guys to do other than enjoy your day, and until next time, keep rolling dice.